the deal. Let's see, what we have. Elemer of the Briar to defeat, which I've never even heard of that boss. I was like, enough is enough. Let's what do we have to hear? Elemer of the Briar. Who is this jerk? Extremely aggressive boss. Optional boss, right? Shaded Castle and Atlas Plateau. All right. So if we beat, this is an optional boss we have to beat, which I missed apparently. Thanks, Red. Spiky Mike has a good point. Here's your problem using mobile Safari. Should we start with a couple of attempts at Malenia? Here. Or do... Let's just try it. I did not do Redactyl today, Eon Duo. I'm annoyed... Well, I'll tell you what. We'll try it in a bit, but... I got 3 guesses in. I started, you know. That's loud. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know why I used a frozen grease, but let's just try to beat her first try. What do you say? Not a terrible Form 1, right? Yeah, I like Redactyl, but I've been trying to play it a different way. It's just you play it on your phone, whatever. Thank you, whoever did that. Shit. Oh. Just go all out. Fuck it. Oh my god, wait. Come on, come on, come on! No! First try!
Extraordinary. The mark of a true lord. Oh, dear Mikola. Oh, dearest Mikola. My brother. I'm sorry. I finally met my match.
Submit!
Malenia down.
Thank you, thank you. First try of tonight, just to be clear. Not like my very first time ever, obviously, but... Hell yeah, gamer. Shit. Well, even if it's a double fucking kill, that's fine. I did so, I mean, yeah, I mean, Mimic's here, you know, but we didn't summon. Well, I think it's time for Shaded Castle and the optional boss I miss. Look at that. Look at this fucker. How many runes does she give you? I didn't even look. Whoa. 480, wow. Dang, yo. Whew, now I can fix the audio a bit. Let's see. Be a Grace in the boss room. All right. I can only get one level. You know, let's just do it here. The dex. Do I have any of the... Nah. Imagine that. I know, I'm out of gold fowl's feet, whatever. Foots. I've mastered Malenia, but lost to grammar. I don't see a thing in here. Eat shit, Malenia and Georgia O'Keeffe. What? All right. Atlas Plateau then. Let's find looks like no. Looks like I am looking like roughly here. We get this map. Let's just get this map quick, right? Nah, let's not even bother. All right. You look like a gaudy carafe. You look like a gaudy carafe. How dare you? I beat Malenia. Malenia. Oh, right. You know what? Where's Lars meet? What's up, big baby chips? We just killed a super boss. Same as the bull boss something. Who cares? 30 grand runes to get our next level. Look at these fucking virgins. For once, I'm not talking about my audience. I'm just kidding. You're all winners. Look at that. Look at that. Actually, I did have an idea for a podcast with Beatus, but you know, I gotta tell you, one of the tricky things is, like, funnily enough, so our time zones got a little harder to manage by virtue of actually being closer. You know, basically, like, my time issue obviously is my kids. Oh, they are holding a baby. How about that? And his time issue is that his significant other goes to bed a bit early, so it's like kind of like by the time I can do stuff, it's usually a little late for him. So we have to make like special arrangements and shit like that for like Together B&B and shit like that. So what I've been telling everyone, which I'm surprised, is that if you're an old fan of our old YouTube channel, if you didn't know, we still make content, he and I. Less often than we used to, obviously, but I have it on my YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel where he puts his content now. And we do that because we secretly hate each other, and no, I'm kidding, of course not. Old YouTube channel. RP, yes. The old YouTube channel. The old ball and chain. How much does this give me? I don't think I've seen Beatus upload anything on YouTube in a while, question mark. I thought he had a new, like, YouTube channel where he, like, puts his, like, VODs and stuff, you know? Please don't leave my YouTube channel to look for it. I don't give a shit. Here's what I think. Here's what you should do, because I'm going to tell you something about diabetes, which you might not know. Very lazy man. No, I'm kidding. But you say, I would give you money to start a podcast and drag Slow Beef along for the ride, okay? That's what you say. I don't know if it's a new channel or it's old one. I don't watch this shit, but, there we go. Alright. Alright. You can link it if you want, Spiky Mike. Still need like 1,000. Look at these jerks fighting this big fucking thing. What a bunch of idiots. You guys have to learn just to spam the same move over and over again with the same overpowered weapon. Also, what do you call it? Big Baby Chips, if you've seen our recent content, because if anybody wants to link them that playlist, I'd appreciate that too. I like VODs too. I think my thing is just, I hate scheduling them and doing all the work for them and shit. That's the castle we want, and that's the boss we want. And actually, now I'm thinking about it, it might actually be faster to go this way. And then I want to level up anyway. So I really love this game. I think I'm about ready to like put it to bed. You know? I mean, knowing that that'll be like 80 streams from now, but yeah, look at that. This is only like giving me a +1. I think I've hit the soft cap on Dex for sure. Might as well get my clip load up. Why not? I have seen your newer content. Good. I'm glad. Excuse me. What do you got for me? By 12,000. Anything I can sell that I don't need. I don't ever use items, which I should. I don't use bows. This is definitely not gonna. This is just burning a hole in my pocket. Oops. How much do I need for all this stuff? You know what? I'm not gonna. I might as well just kill stuff. I'll come back if we're hit with. Here, RE6 is a good time. Not for me. There we go. I'm glad of all like the like kind of big groups and stuff, you know. Beatus and I have still kind of like maintained a respectful distance, but without open hostility. 'Cause that's my favorite kind of friendship, really. We can't. Yeah, I bet we could survive this. But oh wow, yeah. See. When it was dropping, I was like, yeah, never mind. But then, no, okay, lo and behold. Oh, a church. Have we been here? Ooh, what the hell are you? Ooh. A dog full of sores. Oh dear. What the hell are you? Hell yeah, being over level. You are not an NPC invader. What the fuck is this? I mean, I guess I must have been here before if there's no sacred tier, you know. How's everybody doing tonight? What else is going on? What have I missed out on? I gotta tell you all a story, because my wife and I, we try to watch TV after these streams, and then she falls asleep a lot. So I've seen like the first couple episodes of Stranger Things like 1,000 times. Good stuff. Used to watch Rot Supre when I was like 15. I like to, you know, it's funny. Not that I'd like to talk more about it, like I can't, but it's like I feel like, you know, we should at least have like a video to their channel just to be like, hey, listen, we are still making content, but I think, you know, probably better to like look at our Twitch and things like that, because we don't really, you know, we don't want to put in the work to maintain a YouTube channel really anymore, you know, that kind of thing. So, but the tricky thing always about like having something that you share with like 2 people is that you both get equal votes. So if he's just like, you know, like, you know, like, let's just let things like kind of like peter out, then it's like you don't want to update things. But then if it's like, yeah, but I think at least we should let, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like that, you know. Because I'm sure, yeah, you know. Sometimes, like, I'll joke about, like, we're not friends anymore, we hate each other, and people be like, oh, shit, and I'm like, no, we're old now, you know? King's Quest in the background. Yeah. Let's head north. What's this shit? This is this is one of those, like, garbage fog doors I hate that you can, oh, wait, no, okay. Need a key for it. Yeah, I think you're right, Rob, but again, it's one of those things like I feel like I would have to make the decision unilaterally and just do it without him, you know? Yeah, the Bloodborne playthrough was good too. That's another tricky thing also, because it's also like, you know, we obviously like split the ad stuff from Rot Supre, but like stuff that goes on our channels or whatever, we usually don't. Like there was a point I was like doing it for Bloodborne specifically for a while, but it's like so hard to calculate that like I was kind of like grateful when it like petered out a bit, and like, you know what I mean? Like YouTube doesn't offer like a great easy way of being like, hey, can we split this, you know, or whatever. But this seems like a new you want to do it. So actually, funnily enough, we did half of a Quiet Man RP, but yeah, then like scheduling conflicts and stuff, you know. Area of left. I feel like I've been here before, except I guess I haven't if I didn't that. Bolt Drake Talisman +1. Let's talk about secrets of slow beef and diabetes. RP residuals are gonna play for. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, that's fun stuff. I still think like Cobra was probably one of my favorite times. Actually, I'll say too, Together B&B is a blast. And A Way Out was a lot of fun. But a lot of times, like too, like I would watch some of the videos first to make sure like they were at least seemed doable. Not all the way, but you know. Actually, and I always think back, what was the time travel game? Shadow of Memories, I think. There was a follow-up to that game by the same writer called Time Hollow. I think we talked about it with Ike. On Shadow of Destiny, thank you. I was so happy that I guessed why the guy was planning to why the guy was like erecting the statue. Last Alert, and also Last Alert is what started the whole, if you don't know the story behind that, you know, whenever, like, Beatus, like, and I meet up in real life, I used to try to, like, have a special video kind of made up, and I was, like, out of ideas really for. Oh, look at this stone. Huh. Ooh, he looks ugly. You're a boss, huh? I think I see him here. Or not? I kind of thought old Atlas tunnels lead out somewhere, but oh, anyway, last alert. Sorry. So yeah, I had actually rediscovered Last Alert because it was a thing I laughed at like in my younger days. Because like Last Alert was a game I'd heard about, and it looked like Bloody Wolf for the Turbo CD, but I never got to play it. So I looked up a playthrough and encountered all the voice acting a long time ago, like even before that video. And for whatever reason, I just re-remembered it. I watched a little of it at work, and then I'm like, maybe we could do this. So I had no other ideas. And that's like too, if I remember that video, I said something weird about like how we blacked out and found this video because it was so like odd and off the beaten path for us. But here's Shaded Castle, I think, right? Why is it always bog? This is the only game I've ever seen, too, that made slugs, like, that gross and horrible. Like, usually slugs are kind of funny, like, little things. Like, I don't like bugs, but, you know, slugs, they're gross, but, who cares? You know what I mean? They're pretty great sometimes. But now, it's like... Ooh. I see a Grace. Usually slugs are smoother in games, yeah. Do you know that the German word for slug is naked snail? I did, it's, Smoothen snail! No, sorry. Buddy, get on my fucking level. Whoa, this is gross. Let me guess, poison? You're all poison? Y'all naked Schnellen. Ugh. What if turds were enemies? Story of my enemy. Ooh, hello, painting. Alright, Floby. Hey, you're not supposed to answer. Alright, Alright. This game is wonderful, though. You could just play it, like, forever. You become an Elden... I wouldn't, but, you know. Oh, yeah, the plat's fairly easy. Nice. Alright, so I think next up, I might... you know, I like... Alright, so here's my plans. I talked to Rosella. I think Birth by Sleep might return the June 30th for Kingdom Hearts stuff. Obviously Majora's Mask I think is going to take a little bit longer. But I wanted to, like, for a modern game, I wanted to go back to Sifu, but then there's Devil May Cry 5 also, because Ragni kind of challenged me to that, and, you know, I must do. Fuck, it's already the same one, I forgot. Loathsome sluggy. You know, all right, this is a gross story, right? And it's with a follow-up and a moral. When my wife was telling me when she was little, one time this one girl, like, I guess ate a slug, you know, in front of her, and you know, she, like, it was just, like, kind of gross and weird, and, like, she was, like afraid to tell the girl's mother, like, hey, like, she ate a slug or whatever, you know? Gross, right? Well, actually, though, it was really lucky in a way, because slugs, I think, like, have, like, amoebas and shit in them that, like, if you eat them, like, they can, like, fucking kill you. So, you know, don't ever eat them, and I guess if you tell your kids the same thing, you know, but what do you call it? Delicious amoebas. What else has amoebas? Neti pots have amoebas, apparently. You have to be careful with neti pots. I think you have to use, like, some kind of, like, is it salinated water or whatever. If I was a boss, I wouldn't even be hanging out in this. Look at this fucking terrible castle this guy has. This is the kind of castle, like, you would see a mobile app for, and then as you did, like, match 3 things, it would fix the castle and make it less poisony. Like, the boss of this is gonna be like, I like the castle this way. It's like, no, he doesn't. You know what happened to this boss, honestly? He had the castle this way, right? And then it was, like, slowly getting worse and worse, and he got embarrassed to, like, ask for help or do anything about it, you know? And then, like, Jordan Peterson or something was like, you have to fix your castle a little bit by bit. And he's like, wow, I never thought of incremental progress. That's great. But he hadn't genuinely, and that wasn't really his fault, because a lot of people don't. And then he started to get into all that stuff before he kind of realized, like, actually, you know, Peterson's just kind of recycling Jungian shadow stuff, but without giving Jung any credit for it, and, you know, also kind of delving into weird, like MRA kind of, like, Christian shit, you know. But at any rate, so, and yeah, level 1, and then he goes to level 100 king. But fleeing required ahead. Nah, I killed that scion. Oh my god, what if there was a grafted Shion? Ugh. Don't draw it. Or draw that as fan art. I'm just kidding. Unless, ... What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to graft another arm onto your back shoulder. Okay? That's called having a grafted third arm, and that's how you get better at things. You do one a little bit at a time until you have a dragon arm on you. Shion's from... Actually, I meant Shion from Kingdom Hearts, but that works. I guess that works too. Maybe I should set some kind of, like, stream goal, like, to read that Higurashi if they cry or whatever, you know? Or is it... Wait, which is the long one? Is it Umineko when they cry, or is it both? I forget. I don't know my visual novels that... Whoa! Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeesh. So apparently this guy is at the top of the castle, and the closest... I'm going off eldenring.wiki.fextralife.com. But I think I've heard, is it true Fextra Life just kind of like steals like stuff from other, or is that like, is an okay site? I feel like there is one of these like like kind of popular video game wiki sort of sites that just sort of like steals content, but maybe it's not this one. I was gonna say I shouldn't just besmirch the name, but you know, who gives a shit. Ah yes, poison bloom. Let me go buy that shit from the merchant first. I haven't heard anything like that. Fan was pretty bad. Left steals content. He refused to let you move away from it. I say. Well, my bad then. I don't know. Whatever. I'll buy this. I'll buy a cookbook and I'll buy those. Yeah, why not? Yeah, okay. Oh wait, I want to know what the unseen assassin thinks. How were we, let's see like what that was supposed to tell us. Oh, tree could once carry torches. Nice. Oh, that's it. Vectorife is the one that has an embedded Twitch player, so everyone looking stuff up there and inflates their Twitch numbers. That's me. Alright, I think the boss is up this away, so. Thanks for the info, Sir Vines. Sir some Vimes. Out of the way, perfumer. I'm here to become Elden Lord. What? Poison skeleton fanboys, get out of here. Oh dear. All that for a lousy drop of blood. What about that? Can I just bring up another non sequitur really quick, as long as we're here, right? So like, does everybody know the existence of Slippin' Jimmy, aka the animated spin-off of Breaking Bad, or spin-off of Breaking Bad? Woof. Anyway, that's a thing, apparently. I was, like, hopeful it was a joke. I've heard it's terrible. Oh, it's out? I mean, like, why would they... I mean, I know why. It's, you know, hey, let's get some fucking cash, but, you know, still. Well, I see a door that way, maybe... Oh, no. Yeah, that's where I got the poison bloom from. So... Oh, that's because I'm burning down the herb tree, right? Yeah. Oh, fuck, I hate you guys. Here, okay, okay. I mean, guess going by that item... Yeah. I didn't even see what that was. Promo images look like a fake show. They do, right? That's when I first saw it. I actually thought it was like a meme or something, but then no, it's a real deal, unfortunately. Oh dear. Get out of there. Out of there. Jimmy's a great people. Like him because he knows somebody like him. Yeah, right. No, it's true. Jimmy McGill or Saul Goodman. He is a great character in general, yeah. He's like one of the, like, I'm like kind of hoping he gets some kind of happy ending and everything, you know. But, well, I guess we'll find out in like season 6, part 2. Or I hate when they do that shit. Just like give me the fucking show, you know. Then, like, you know, I think you probably saw, like, and then, like, I was, like, waiting for the whole thing to come out, and then it's like, by the way, hey, you want to see that video where this guy dies? And you're like, oh, what? I didn't know. Oh, man, you know. But. Here we go. There's a fucking big ladder. Fuck you and your bell. A weird thing to say. I mean, I didn't like his bell. Alright, now that we left. Wary of left. Oh, that's it? That guy digging around his chest. What an asshole. I'm already poisoned. Y'all can't do shit to me. Look at that big piece of shit. Horseback. What an asshole. Are you a fucking... I know you're not a boss. You just look like a fucking schmuck. What the fuck is with Vape Sentinel here? Look at you. What an idiot. What a fucking embarrassment. Come here, my poison dude. Oh no. I have fallen. What happens? You fucking surround yourself with like turd slugs and these dipshits. What the hell is all this? What a bunch of garbage. What a bunch of garbage. Ill-omened creature. Why is... Whoa, look at that, huh? I was like literally warping away from that guy. Oh dear. Poison's like the least of my fucking problems. I'm kind of with you, Mr. 4. Like, you know what? Like, let's move on, kind of. Like, honestly, like, I thought Better Call Saul was gonna be kind of stupid, but then, like, it turned out to be really good. Hey, sacrificial twig. And then, you know, it's like, let's stop rolling the dice on this one, okay? I heard El Camino was like, meh, you know, so. Anyway. Alright. Top of this castle is here. Get the head there, portrait healing. Completely forgot El Camino. I never watched it. There you go. El Camino's a movie that didn't need to be made. What is it? Just basically like, just in case you were worried, Jesse's okay, kind of basically. I just purchased. Oh, the Surge too. Gosh. I hope those Lords of the Fallen guys finally got their shit together. No. Yeah. Worthy heal. You fucking idiot! The Surge is a flawed gem. I heard the next one cleared up quite nicely. Oh, good. Any sort required ahead. Very good. All right. Let's see here. I think they should keep making spin-offs till they get to one-off characters. I mean, like, have one about, like, that guy who was selling the drugs that, like, Mike had to help. Can't think of his name. Squat cobbler guy. Oh, for God's sake. Risky Pete. No. The guy who hires Mike to be his bodyguard, he's like this, like, heavy set, like, kind of pharmaceutical engineer. And, like, he, like, tries to hire Mike and, like, two other dudes. I don't think this is the way I should, like, the proper way to go, but fuck it. Oh, wait, there's a ladder over there, I see. I'm not sure if I've been there or not, but whatever. Yule and the eternity spent waiting in that house. I like Yule. Yule Babinoff. If you don't know these characters, then they're all very good. And you should watch the show that I'm talking, the shows that we're talking about. Yeah, the Marie's shoplifting thing. Wary of group. Hey. Yeah. I always had a theory, because I know people, like, didn't like Skylar for different reasons, but, like, I always felt like her whole deal was she was kind of like an antagonist in the literal sense, meaning like she kind of like got in the way of the plot development. Like, you were always like, I don't think anybody ever watched Breaking Bad like, I wonder how he's gonna get one over on Skylar, or like, hey, you know what, I'm really interested, I hope Skylar stops him from making meth. You know what I mean? Like, that never happened. You were always kind of like, oh fuck Skylar, like I want to see him like go up against like the cartel and like fall into. I want to see him break bad. That's the name of the whole show, not like fix good. So that's why I like Kim Wexler too, because she's like, you know, she's move shit along. She's making it better, calling Saul. You know, that kind of thing. I hate that I misread this stream title. I'm sorry. Did I just lose 8 viewers because of Skyware talk? Okay, fine. She's fine. Whatever. I don't give a shit. All right. I guess this is not the way to go then, right? Wait, what does this say? Night range battle? Nah. All right, I guess this is just to get that item. Skyware White, car wash manager. Skylar is Walter White's wife on Breaking Bad. I'm sure people were like shitty as to like the actress Hannah Gunn, you know, because they always are, you know. But they always act like it's the actor's fault, you know what I mean? Where it's like, hey. Oh, mercy of fervor. Like, how, you know, how dare you do this thing in real life where it's like, they didn't know, it's an actor. Like, you know, send death threats to the writer. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, the shot-for-shot Spanish language remake of Breaking Bad? That's awesome. No, I have not. Never even heard of that till now. It sounds kind of awesome. Is this like where they made statues? Wary of left and be wary of sniper. Hello. Oh my god, what a jerk you are. No one should hear us. You know, like, I feel like, first of all, yes, that's true. I feel like people get fucking so precious about Star Wars. Like, I love fucking Star Wars. It's a goddamn fantasy show with magic and laser swords. Like, alright, you know. I'm like, I think George Lucas is, advocating for socialism here. George Lucas thought, seriously, you can look this up, you need a benevolent despot, you know? He was a guy who kind of worked backwards from, oh, how would an evil empire get here? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, let's calm down. He's not awful and he's not a genius. Like, it's just, you know, yeesh. Or maybe he does now. But you know what else, too? And this is true also. George Lucas also thought Indiana Jones should have a 14-year-old girlfriend. That's a serious thing. Steven Spielberg fucking agreed with him, by the way. Thankfully, somebody took the Raiders of the Lost Ark script and said, let's not explicitly say that about Marion, you know? So, like... Oh, yeah, and then there's all that shit, too, which is garbage. Please don't get me wrong. I don't read this as defense of shitty Star Wars fans, because, yeah, some of them are just outright, like, racist assholes for some reason, which is, like... No, yeah, so if you didn't know... you can look this up, another look thing. I've heard that too, Larian. Like, a lot of Star Wars is a tribute to the wife. But, it's George Lucas' wife. But if you didn't know, turn back and seek ladder. Thank you. I'm going to beat this boss first try, actually, so we don't need to do that. What was the book? What was, yeah, she was the real MVP. Yeah, you didn't know, though. This is true. So what happened is, the reason they made Indiana Jones was... Apparently, Spielberg wanted to make kind of like a James Bond kind of movie, and George Lucas is like, well, I have an idea, and had like a script for Indiana Jones, which was like, you know, that kind of action hero. But they both wanted Marion. Apparently, in the original treatment, she was 14 years old, and they were both like fine with that. And like, there's little weird things about Raiders of the Lost Ark where like. They do make reference to that he's much older, and she says, like, I was a child, I was in love, it was wrong and you knew it. Which, when I was younger, I always took to mean, okay, fine, he was like a professor, and she was like 10 years younger, or there was a big age gap that was like, you shouldn't, you know, whatever, but like, you know. But like, yeah, apparently at one point it was like that, which is like, so, hey, like, you know, look, I'm not saying Lucas is a total, like, flim flam, I don't know. I think what probably happened too is like the Plinkett reviews and the regular media kind of impugned him, and it gave like a good, like a funny voice to like, this is why the prequel movies suck. We didn't really need that though, but it absolutely got some stuff just wrong. Hey, wait a minute, you're like that bell bearing guy. Oh dear. You know, I think like one thing, like even back when I liked the, well, not that I hate them or something, but like even like when I was like, oh, the Plinkett reviews are great or whatever, they did a thing where they said like, you know, the only reason Samuel Jackson's in Star Wars is because Lucas wants money, you know, and wants like more of a black audience. And it's like, actually the truth is like Samuel Jackson really wanted to be in Star Wars and asked George Lucas. There we go. Marais Executioner Sword. So like that just was just like the Plinkett, the Red Letter Media just kind of guessing on that one. You know what I mean? But speaking of Star Wars, that dude is absolutely a fucking Sith Lord and an awesome one. What was I doing? Okay, so let's see here. People already like Jackson because of Baltic, yeah. Like, the Plinkett reviews were right, that, like, you know, Jackson is a really good character actor, and he's good at, like, bombastic kind of things, so it is weird that, like, he's playing, like, this, like, kind of, like, subdued Jedi. Like, yeah, I know, totally agreed. But, again, that's, like, one of those things, like, if we're being totally fair, that's not really on George Lucas, you know? Or it is maybe in the sense that he should have known how to, like, you know, do that, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? But like that's not George Lucas just being like a total money grubbing idiot, you know what I mean? Spielberg is an actual demon who drinks baby blood and is a hack. It's true. I mean, yeah, fair. Yeah, we beat Malenia. You beat Malenia. We beat let's just call her Melina. Enough. I do kind of forget what the closest. Let's go after Dragon Lord Plucid Sax or whatever the fuck his name is. All right, here's my hot take. Not only George Lucas, you know who else needs like people and editors to rein in his worst impulses? Hideo Kojima. What's up? I do think I think Metal Gear Solid 4 is probably my biggest like thing with that, you know? Because like it's certainly like a, didn't say that. It's, I think like there's good stuff there, but like is that a cold take? Fine. Also one I've said before. I feel like honestly like Snatcher is like one of his best works because it was like, this is where you could see like Konami wouldn't just like let him have free reign, and same for like Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. 2 is interesting because I know a lot of it is like that speech at the end that the Colonel gives is like very prophetic, blah 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 blah, you know. Don't get me, you know, all that. But I think like 2 like had its share of issues, and like I think some of it apparently was the budget and him going over, and like I can kind of get behind, not that I agree with Konami on things, but like I can kind of get behind that he must cost so much fucking money just out of like weird impulsive shit. Like I really want Kiefer Sutherland to voice Big Boss, which is like, really, like all these games you had Hater, like even if you don't really like him at this point, you know what I mean? And it's also like, how bad can you dislike him, you know? Revengeance was, I think Revengeance really was like, I'm not 100% on Revengeance, but my understanding was that he started making it and they started doing it at Konami and it just kind of wasn't getting there, so they eventually commissioned Platinum. Metal Gear Solid 4 is a mistake. Oh, I never watched that. I should watch that with my large swaths of time. Hey, as long as we're just like barely talking about the game and everything, because I'm doing so well at it, because I'm good at video games and not that I'm very overleveled. Can I tell you all something kind of exciting? And you're right, Sutherland had barely any lines, so they didn't have to pay him that much. I cut a trailer for my game. We haven't released it yet because I think we're just kind of going over like final sort of like, hey, does this look right kind of shit, you know? But I'm really kind of excited in a way. So I hope it works out, you know. I shouldn't say my game, by the way, our game. We're calling ourselves Team Zutsu, which is... oh dear. This guy. Alright. Alright, I had a strat from last time, which is kind of like to stay by his tail. Oh dear, wait. Okay. Zutsu, like a Japanese word for headache. Z-U-T-S-U-U is kind of how you transliterate that, I think. Guy Hunter is working on it with us, and you know Oren Ronan, he's working on it too. Indie Cat did some stuff with it. I don't think there's any evidence of being paid by the line. Okay. That's fair, actually. You know, I don't know that for sure. I would say one thing, though, just about that, is... how'd I dodge that? And, oh, he didn't. Jeez. I'm sorry, Mimic T. Oh, dear. That's a really good point, actually. You know, it wasn't written by Kojima because the villain's, like, motivation and politics are easy to understand. Jesus Christ, even blocking. This is a cool boss, yeah, but he's got to go, in my opinion. I mean, in my opinion, too, I feel like you kind of know that, like, in a way that, like, Phantom Pain was a bit like Konami being like, hey, dude, this is, like, our money train. We need you to make another Metal Gear, you know? And that's why it was, like, really exciting to have him, like, on a Silent Hill project. Oh, did they announce? I haven't been watching, like, oh, he's missing his third head? I never even realized that. Did they announce his, like, horror game, the Overdose thing or whatever? Yeah. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, come on, you fucker. I hate this guy so much. He's probably learning how to dodge its attack, but it's like a one-hit kill for me sometimes, so... Oh, shit. No, that was right. Drink. One more. Oh, no. Don't be lasers. Okay. No! Okay. Woo! Oh! Fucking damn it! I hate this fucking boss. Like, he keeps... I hate the... Alright, I have to figure out how to dodge the teleport move. That's really the trick to it. Yeah, the run back is really... If you could just fight this boss, like, one right after the other, it'd be fine. Here. Didn't Kojima decide to make the translation for the game's weirdly literal by MGS3? I think what happened was people... Well, this is one of those things that, like, I can kind of see both sides on, where people who had Kojima's ear kind of told him that, like, Jeremy Blaustein's, like, translations weren't accurate. Which, like, I think that's maybe a little unfair to say they weren't accurate, but Blaustein took a lot of creative liberties. So it's one of those, like, yeah, I can kind of see, that's, you know, they're coming from on that one, you know. It's just like one of those things, you know, but... United States of America. I like that. Well, anyway, so MGS3 has one of my favorite translation choices in it, and I really do mean that because it's a really, like, talking about Japanese English translation usually sucks, but this is one of those, like, neat, clear-cut cases where, like, so you have this villain, right? Let's learn how to dodge this. And his name is Volgin, okay? Volgin is a menacing, like, evil guy who can cast lightning. I don't know if I dodge that or he just didn't go for me, but ooh, dear. All right. So, Volgin says this thing in Metal Gear Solid 3, and this is in the American, like, this is the official English localization I'm talking about, okay? Where he goes, Kuwabara, Kuwabara, when he enters a place, right? And it's totally a weird thing to say, because it's Japanese, of course, and he's Russian, so nothing about that, and it's an English localization, so kind of none of it makes sense, right? So what's happening here? So, here's the deal. There's this, like, weird sort of, like, Japanese folklore thing that, like, that mulberry bushes don't get struck by lightning. So what kids do in Japan is if they're, like, they have, like, a little, like, nursery rhyme thing where they say, like, mulberry bush, because, like, you know, it's, like, kind of like, please don't get struck with lightning, right? So Volgin is doing, like, the stereotypical kind of, like, villain thing where he's, like, taking a kid's, like, thing and juxtaposing it with, like, someone who's big and scary. You know what I mean? Like, but it's a thing that's, like, specific. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is all this? What the fuck? What is... Oh, Jesus Christ. Garbage. Alright, we're gonna get him, though. I mean, we've got him. It's just, like, I just need the right RNG on that. Anyway. So, the thing is that, like, so anyway, so Kuwabara, so basically the idea is, there's actually no good translation of Kuwabara. Like, nothing really works, you know? Like, so you kind of can't translate it. And this is like where, you know, I get why people don't do translation notes because it kind of takes things out of it or whatever. But like, you know, it's a thing that you could never really know why Vulcan is saying Kuwabara. I think if you wanted, you would. I think it's maybe even appropriate to add something to one of the codex about him, which would not be in the original script, explaining it. If you want to give him some backstory for why he would be saying that Japanese phrase or whatever, that's why I think. But basically, that's my take on that. It would be like a plague villain doing Ring Around the Rosies, or like yeah, yeah. My friend Jim was like maybe Ashes to Ashes, but that's not lightning specific, and it's like yeah, because there's nothing lightning specific like that in English, and that's an important part of it to be lightning specific. The anti-dragon grease didn't do shit. Right? I don't think it did shit. Come on. You wouldn't be able to become a lightning rod. I guess the other thing, though, too, is if he said something sort of nonsensical, then it, like, makes it too silly, you know? So, you know, it's one of those, like, you kind of can't win on that one, so... It's also one of those things, too, I think is a good example when people say, like, just do, like, a literal translation or kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like don't take any liberties or whatever. And it's like, you kind of, like, you kind of can't in some cases. Like, there's certain things you honestly cannot translate, you know? But... it would suck if he said something nonsensical like Kuwabara. Well, I think the thing is, like, it doesn't work, but, like... You don't laugh at Kuwabara. You're just like, what? But, like, if he was just like, lightning rod, like, I think that would lose something, yeah. But... we would have Ben Franklin guide me. No, okay, you win. That is good. Oh, come on, really? Again? Like, how would you, are you gonna do that twice in a fucking row? Come on! You lost! Okay, you did, though! You don't let me. Jesus fucking Christ, that boss sucked! What a bucket of shit. A boss. No, he is a very cool looking boss, but I'm super unhappy with like let's just spam all the moves, you know? Wow, whatever, it's fine. Is there a treasure? Is there treasure around before I leave this awful place? I did it. Good. Sully the Witch YouTube channel? No. Alright, we have 9 trophies left in this game. 3 of them are endings, one of them says 5 really. Rax the Warrior. How about, alright, wanna look at no, what is that? Look at what is the Elden Ring legendary? I guess we can do that at the end too. Talismans. Let's see what the legendary talismans are. All 8 legendary talismans. Okay. Let's see what we can eat, okay? So alright, so Radagon icon. Alright, I don't have that. Radagon Sourseal, got that. Godfrey icon. Moon of Noxtella is one of them, though. But I don't have a Godfrey icon, I don't think. Maracus Sourseal. I don't think I have that. Old Lord's Talisman. Sheesh. And Erdtree's Favor, too? Game post-game. Alright. Debate Parlor, Site of Grace. Where is this place then? Keep diving into the code. Oh, nice. I like that stuff. Raya Lucaria Academy debate site. Head into the courtyard. Right. Take 2 hard rights, hugging the building's wall. Jump over the fence. Climb this. I do like stupid scavenger hunt like this, stuff like this, to be honest. And then you jump through the stained glass window. Here. The huff left. Cool looking. Bud. Just in the north section. Oh shit. What about you? Do you all There we go. Do you all like doing this stuff? I kinda like doing this stuff. Radagon icon. Look at that. Legendary, they say. All right, next one, I'd say. Now that we've got number 1, Radagon, we got Source Seal, Godfrey icon. Roy the Graph. Let's see. Golden lineage. Dectus. Alright. Yeah. It's so hard to look at the map, like things up on a map in this game, just because they're all so fucking big. Apparently it's here. Beacon. Still love the Picto box in Wind Waker. So I think there's a chance we finish this weekend. He knows what he did. Vlog. Hear my wife coughing. She's doing better, actually. All right, wait. All right, this is a funny story too, in a way. So, you know, so we both had COVID recently. I got it first, and actually, she tested negative for a bit. In fact, still, by the way, 2 weeks in, my daughter is still negative, 3 tests in, but you know. Anyhow, so I got it. I called my doctor, you know, and I was like, basically, I've got it. Can you call me back? You know, whatever. So, so he's like, hey, he calls back. He goes, hey, how you feeling? I'm like, I got like a chest cold kind of, and it feels like that, but and it sucks. And I'm like, I'm like randomly really tired and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, it's awful. He goes, I had it. It's awful. He goes, tell you what I'm going to do. He's like, take Mucinex and I'll, prescribe you. God, I just had it in my head. The name of the drug, I just said it even. Like, something Plovid. Fuck. Paxlovid. So, I'll prescribe you the drug. And I'm like, yeah, okay, sounds good, thanks. Anyway, so I take it for 5 days, and I guess it's better than being really tired from COVID and everything. But that said, what's very annoying about it, I will say, is it tastes really bad and all this. It's weird. It gives you a bad taste in your mouth like all day. It's so strange. Never found that. Voice Pat Medallion. So anyhow, then my wife gets it the next week. We have the same doctor. She calls the doctor and she's like, I'm positive for COVID. And he's like, okay. He goes, how you feeling? She goes, all right. I feel like I got like a head cold or something. He goes, so he's just like, all right, I would take Mucinex. She's like, oh no, Paxlovid. He goes, no, not really. He goes, that's really for high risk people. Like, to be honest with you, like when my doctor got COVID. He goes, when I had COVID, he goes, I wouldn't take Paxlovid. And then I'm like, well, why the fuck did you prescribe it to me then, you jerk? No, because then, like, my wife's like, would you tell him you were really sick? I'm like, no. And then she thinks that's funny as hell, but, like, Um, anywho, um, the real reason, which I was telling my brother about this, he reminded me of, is like I get bronchitis pretty easy, and I've had like asthma when I was younger, you know, which doesn't really bother me. Like I don't take an inhaler or anything like that, you know. But you know, he's like, you know, you do get respiratory issues. I'm like, I guess that's true. So he's like, you were probably like a better safe than sorry kind of thing. So I'm like, yeah, right. You know. But that said, I was just like, what the fuck is with this doctor? I was like so mad. I told my mom, I'm going to a different doctor. That's enough. Alright, fine. Let's do it. I know this is not the right way, but okay. I love this game's jank platforming. Like, let's just call it what it is. It's jank. It's jank. You know, it's fun jank. It's a great game, but the path is a bit north from the lift. Nah, this is fine. Imp seal is in effect. I would though. I think I would play like a Kaizo Elden Ring. Like with the platforming, I mean. God Godfroy the Grafted. What kind of knockoff Godfrey is this? What's the lore of the anal bead caterpillars? They're jail worms. Like, why wouldn't you make it like the spirit of Godfrey or something? You know what I mean? Like, why would it be Godfroy? Like, is it the same guy? No, this is Godfroy. He doesn't have a dragon arm, but whatever. Legally just think Godric. Oh yeah, Godric. I forgot. Yeah. Godfrey. Why do you get the Godfrey icon from Godfrey? Like, is that like a typo? Like, what's with that? No, there's probably a huge fucking thing like that. All right. Moon of Noxtella we have. Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman from the Drainage Channel Site of Grace. Partners, all this kind of. Yeah, I mean, they're confusing names. I don't blame them. Branches. Let's see. Path's very linear. All right, so go to the drainage to the eastern. Right here. To the pests. Hated the pests, but we're many levels past that, I think. Right. Once you're on the roof, drop through one of the holes to the wood. Oh shit. That was literally me like moving the controller. The boss reuse is my one major complaint of the game. It's fair. I guess, like, you know, I don't know. Dark Souls 2, I felt like had too many bosses. Like, some of them just weren't great, you know? This is me just being Uncle Scrooge about the runes right now. Like, I better use my rune 1 and rune, you know, whatever. Who's saying anything about DS2? So I was thinking, like, DS2 has a lot of bosses. Like, here, the bosses get reused, which stinks. But, like, DS2, I feel like had the bosses are kind of, like, I don't know. Kind of not great, you know? Maybe it's better that they're not great than it is that they, like, and Elden Ring could have been half the size without losing much. It's hard to say, because, like, honestly, like, what is so, like, mind-blowing about this game is, like, it's amazing size, you know? You know, I've used dick jokes about it on Twitter, so, and it's, like, killing me not to right now. It's just like, don't tell a dick. You keep telling that joke, like, you piece of garbage. On the roof, drop to the holes. Oh. Elden Ring could have had. You know, actually, all right. How about that as the compromise? Like, I feel like its size and locations are really good. But it definitely didn't need as many bosses as it has. I don't think some of the there's a lot of really good bosses, but like, there's also some like it could have just dropped. You know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily need a boss at like the end of every dungeon, maybe. Randomizer playthrough when. Well, I'm on PS5, so never, I guess. I gotta get off the trophy wagon. Although, you know, I'm at 43 platinums right now, so if I do 7 more, I'll be halfway to my goal of 100. But the open world should have stopped at the capital. Maybe, yeah. Oh wait, here we go. So here's now that I think we're on the roof, right? This is a roof. Just item ahead. Yep, here we go. They recommend killing the pests from range. Eesh, okay. Ugh. What did I want? What was the name of the item here? Dragon Shield, Great Shield, Talisman. That's what I wanted. Alright. Is there anything else while we're here that I need to get? Does anybody know? So, here's the funny story about my Platinum quest or whatever, right? It's not that I never cared about them, I just never realized I didn't have any, you know? So, like, or as many, or, yeah, any, I thought, right? Because, like, so, you motherfucking... Oh, it's, you know what? Hold on. Anyway. Marika's Source Seal. Found an altar in a room in... Acquiring a sword store key in... Elfael Brace of the Halig Tree. Oh, well. Good. Lucky me, that's exactly where I am. Hell's over here. Traveler's clothes. Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those things. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, you know, I think this game's expanse and scale is really like a huge thing, like more so even than other FromSoft games that I've played, but. Or not just FromSoft games, like in general. But yeah, I do get you on the like certain like some bosses are just disappointing, and you know whatever. Not even some, but a lot. But and yeah, I think that is. I'm not giving that enough. I'm not giving enough credit to Elden Ring could have had half the bosses and still. Instead of Three's comment, that is good. That Elden Ring could have had half the bosses and all the same bosses. Great game overall. I feel like they ran out of time to make the areas feel distinct. You know, it's funny because for me, this game, like, normally I think would be too big. You know, like, I typically, it's just like, all right, enough. You know, that kind of deal. But southeast lower levels, apparently. Doesn't seem right. There's like 3 things. From the altar in the sealed room on the southeast lower levels. From the prayer room site of grace. Alright, cross the bell tower to the walkway. Is this the bell tower? Nah, probably not. Like, how do you cross a tower exactly? Cross the bell tower to the walkway that has the Erd Tree avatar. Head to the southern end, then jump down on the room with the talisman. I think they mean down there. Breath of the Wild's still my favorite open world game. I really should play Breath of the Wild, like, proper. You think we can kill that Erd Tree avatar? Probably right, I could kill it. What's up here, though, I wonder? I don't think I ever did that one. Weird. I don't know why I raided that one. Can't lie, I'm a big fan of anyone that's just kind of like there for a message. Those are my favorites. Looks like I have to go to the other, like, concrete beam, which... not do. Jumping off. Eat shit, you dickless pig. There we go. Right. You know what game I should finish actually? Which, oh dear, I had streamed once. Do you remember FromSoft's horror game, survival horror, Kuon? I liked that. I mean, that was fun. There, jeez. Kuon. I was too, you know. Whoa. I was looking for that earlier. Alright. Head to the southern end of the walkway. And then jump down on top of the room with the talisman. Down to the imp statue. It must mean this way, I guess. I mean, I don't see an imp statue, but where else could they mean? Oh, nuts. Oh, wait, there. There's Marcus Source Seal. That looks weird. Alright. After Marcus Source Seal, Old Lord's Talisman. Do I have that? I don't think I have that. Yeah, I guess not. Alright. Alright, Old Lords. Found a chest in Crumbling, Farm Missoula. Dragon Temple rooftop area. North from the Great Bridge. Alright. Heading north from the Great Bridge, entering the building. North from the Great Bridge. Oh, somebody wrote a map actually. Here. Entering building there, exit balcony right, take the ladder down. Okay, so why did I get runes? Why did that? No, whatever. Alright. Here's what we do. Head north on the Great Bridge. Into the building there, exit to the balcony on your right. The ladder nearby down to the road. The ladder nearby. ladder down to the rotunda. The chest. I feel like I must have killed the guy and missed the... Oh dear. Okay, okay, okay. I actually knew, and I was like, maybe I can still... It said it in the guide, like, hey, it's surrounded by beastmen. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I can just... Alright. Oh, Lord's Talisman. Done. Last one I need for this trophy. It says endgame, though. I might not be able to get it right now. Bird Tree's favor 2. Oh, here we go. Found it. This we can kind of get it. So, top of a branch jutting out of the ground in a large courtyard. Guessing this big boy. Guarded by 3 ulcerated tree spirits. I haven't been here really. Yet stands. There we are, yet golden ones. Well, shit. Sekiro parry mod. Sekiro is another game I want to get back to. I don't really this isn't really a tree branch. Is it? No. I like Sekiro's like world that I saw of it, like the big snake guardian ape, all that. You know. Oh fuck! Am I gonna have to climb back up to get it? Get my runes? I mean, I would think I would see a thing like 3 ulcerated tree spirits. You know. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Oh. Look at my... Where they put my fucking runes? I didn't even fall off of there. What a bunch of dicks. I think you have to use the grace outside of here. I woke something up. Oh, fast travel to the Forbidden Lands. Site of Grace. Take the elevator back up to the city. Exit the west door. Fight past the knight and a few soldiers. Apparently I can avoid the beasts by hugging the left wall. Okay, so exit the west door. Fight past the knight and a few soldiers. Downstairs, large wooden elevator down. Remember that elevator you took after being the main boss of the area? No. This ball, he aggroed. Hello, boys. Don't get up. Told you. Ah, the Lord Sloan's bolt. Large wooden elevator down, landing overlooking the courtyard. Like the left wall. Avoid the beasts. Okay. That is, I have to say, a large wooden elevator. Who's the most, like... Who's the FromSoft character everyone's thirstiest for, right? Lady Maria, I feel like, was a respectful sort of thing, but I guess it's Ronnie now. Before that, maybe Maiden in Black, but... Foot Fever. I don't think Sigmire counts. Solaire. Blade's a good one. Ooh, Guinevere. Good answer. Good answer. I feel like I'm on, like, some kind of, like, horrible Family Feud. Guinevere. Good answer. Good answer. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Gwyndolin. Gaping Dragon. Well, to be fair. Alright, this guy had lied. Oh yeah, Quaalag, yeah. Well, the other one they like. I feel like the other one was like... There it is. People got so mad at me for, like, killing Quilana or whatever, eating her soul. I thought that was funny, but whatever. I have this theory, because, like, there was this, like, kind of, like, weird, old comic, right? And it was about, like, Sen's Fortress, and, like, the comic went kind of like, there's, like, this one Souls player who's like, I see a thing sticking out of the ground. And if I touch it, like, an arrow trap comes out. Let me see that. Oh, okay, and I'll dodge it. And then the next panel is another guy who goes, like, YOLO, and runs over it and gets hit with arrows, right? Funny. But then, like, then the guy's dying, they add, like, this weird thing. He's like, oh, bullshit, artificial difficulty, blah, 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 blah. Which I always felt like was kind of like the big complaint and the big issue with, like, the Souls fandom, or, like, why there's a rift of people who don't like it, or, like, who are jerks about it, which is, like, they feel this kind of weird thing where maybe early on people felt the Souls games were all artificial difficulty bullshit, and it kind of, like, bugs them then when people don't play the game right, because then it's, like, they feel like it's helping feed into that reputation. But that's kind of, like, done with now, you know, like, obviously now with Elden Ring, but, like, you know, so that was my kind of grand theory on anything, but frankly, you know, who gives a shit. Alright, I should get going soon, but that said, let's see legendary Ashen Remains I'm curious about. Legendary Ashen Remains. I'll go with... Okay. Powerful Ashes. I don't even know where the hell your ashes are. Oh, well, okay. There we go. I don't even know if I have any of these. Lutel the Headless. Is that what this is? Cemetery Shade at Tombsward Catacombs. No one mentioned ER has more artificial difficulty because late games do more points of damage in the same earlier game. I think, isn't that like them being higher level though, or is that not that? I mean, I don't really care either way. I think they're like, Souls games are fucking great games, even just for the creativity alone and stuff. But like, I don't know. It gets, I don't know. It just gets crazy. Oh, ceaseless discharge is wonderful, though. Right. What is it? And dropped by what? Leaping Peninsula, moving directly south toward the minor Erd tree, set of doors leading into the mountain by a giant stone pillar. I guess here. No? Some people just like alien scaling in general. Yeah, I hear you. Well, to be fair too, like Elden Scroll is totally weird in the sense of like, it's really weird in that like you can do it since it's open world. Like even before I got over leveled or whatever, that you can still get over leveled. You know, that's a weird thing to say. No, you can like do things like kind of out of order, and then like you go to a different area you're supposed to go to, and then suddenly you're like automatically over leveled for it, that kind of thing. But yeah, whatever. I really don't think there's. I mean, I don't know. That's not the most damning thing in this game. Area of the left. Ridiculous pools the later HP ball. I mean, you know. Rallying Pete, thank you. Wait.
Thank you.
Ah! You know, just to marry it or whatever. Because Wooden Coglook in the chat said, "Ain't no party like a skeleton party." But during one of the also thing is Bob Odenkirk ironically rapping on Mr. Show, where he goes like, "Wait, there ain't no party like a Mr. Show party." But I like Mr. Show. Mr. Show, if you didn't know, is a sketch comedy with Bob Odenkirk and David Cross. It was very funny. Kind of strangely and about it is, unfortunately, one of the actors on it, one of the comedians or whatever, turned out to be present in the Capitol at January 6th, so that fucking sucks. But you know, what are you gonna do, I guess. I mean, he was funny, not betray the fucking country funny, but you know, whatever. Hey, it's cool. It's cool. Whatever, right? I think these guys will go for it, right? I think these. All right. Paul F. Tompkins. Where do I know Paul F. Tompkins from? Is he a Simpsons writer? There we go. Weak foe ahead. By fire, weak foe ahead. Let's see how weak this guy is. Momentary shade. Ooh, he's a good looking enemy. Oh dear. I love his look. Pretty weak so far. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. I feel like I've seen his name like credited on this somewhere, but whatever. Unless I'm... Wow, okay, yeah, that's a we, yeah. That's Lutel the Headless, done. Let's see. Next one would be Black Knight Tish. Ringleaders for jail. The one the Witches of Hemsworth summoned. The Witches of Hemsworth summoned Paul S. Tompkins? Damn. Yeah. Alright, what other hot takes can we drop tonight? Oh dear. That's why they call me Slow Beef the Dragon Slayer. Here, on this. I'm gonna skip that one, because I'm not a... See here. Pineapples, that one's too hot for me. Oh, that's too hot for me. Electo Black Knife ringleader. Can we fight him? There. Jeez Louise, what a jerk. Another legendary. Need 4 more of those, but that might have to wait. See what else. Catacombs. Alright. I might call it for a little bit. Alright, thanks for watching, folks. I'm 187. Alright. I appreciate all of you watching and hanging out with me. Take it easy, folks. But